rate at which negative things are being posted on social media, you can just open your phone right now, and then the next thing coming to your phone is pornography. What if social media disappears just for a day or just for 1 week? What are you going to do? You slept last night with social media on. You checked this morning. That was the first thing you checked when you woke up. So tell me, what are you going to do if social media actually disappears from our world? Social media informs, it entertains, and then it connects people. But this is the big question. Is social media shaping our generation? So that brings us to the topic of our discussion for today. Is social media impact a bad influence or a good one? And with me here, I have my wonderful colleagues, which are also my guests. The person of Terence.
I am Adudu Terence.
Okay.
Blessings to be.
And I am Wendy.
All right.
Bless is not a name. Is it that blessing or blessing?
I get so tempted to call you Bleb.
I think I like
It's a pet name, right?
Bleb. It's a pet name.
You know what?
You will be shocked. I
annoy
will
me.
not answer.
Oh my God.
My father that bore me, we call me
call you
Bleb. I will just
I
look
promise
him
you,
at-
the day that you annoy me, I will
Bleb.
call you Bleb.
It's like if I'm ganging up again.
Don't worry. We are fine. Okay, so very nice icebreaker. All right, so this is the big question, and we are going to share our perspective, your experiences. What do you think social media impact on the youth? Is it a bad influence or is it a good one? The floor is open.
Why are you looking at me?
SM.
Social media is good.
Okay.
It is good. But at the same time, it has a negative part.
Okay.
But I feel like the positive is more, is more than the pros and more than the cons. So yeah, social media has been a tool for communication, or rather it has become a major tool for communication, for businesses, for entertainment. Like, I don't think, except now, some of us are living in the real world.
Yeah.
You
know, right?
I get it. If you don't get it,
real world, we don't care about the internet, you know.
You don't care, you're pained.
No, it's for a season.
All right, so social
surprisingly,
media.
I don't even miss it as much as I thought I would.
Really?
Yes.
When do you?
I honestly do not.
Wow. I'm proud of you.
No, I miss it, but I said I don't miss it as much as I thought I would miss it.
Okay.
As a person, right, I would say social media is whatever you make it to be.
Yeah, thank you.
Whatever way, use it as a good influence. Oh, you will be so good to you.
Yeah.
Use it as a tool to not grow yourself.
So
distracted. You will be so distracted.
Yeah.
So I would say social media is more of an amplifier. It amplifies whatever you use it for. If you choose to use it for good, it gives you access and it gives you, there is a form of relevance social media can give. We've seen people who make career and are making it big time just with social media. Like, just some people, they don't even have phone. I've seen somebody who creates content and now with call it the Mark Zuckerberg money that he's making, you get from, it's not a high-end Android really. It's just a very small, what some of us would consider as a small phone. But it has even taken him to rooms just because he had built that community and people have known him. The same way we've seen people who from morning till night end up not doing anything, just scrolling through the walls of social media and putting yourself under unnecessary pressure because of what you are seeing online. So for me, social media is a tool. It can be whatever you make it to be. Good, it will be good.
Okay,
Bad,
I would say social media is not a bad thing. It's just like she said, social media is a tool actually. It depends on what you want to use it for. Social media, the negative aspect of social media that we can say is, this X, a lot of bully. happens there. Just post your picture and see. What you don't even know is existing.
Somebody will say if you don't have mind or liver,
you don't even go to that app.
Oh, let me tell you something. X is not as cruel or as savage as TikTok.
Really?
Yes. Have you seen TikTok comment? Let me tell you, when I see a post and I have
You go to
something
the
bad
comments.
in my mind,
look at
Somebody has already said it there.
maybe I see it on Instagram. People will be like, you know, oh yeah, very good, very nice people. But when you go on TikTok, that thing that you would not even imagine someone saying, you will see there in the comment section. And Twitter these days, you see people that will, you know, they'll banter, and some people will defend you, some people will support you. But TikTok,
social media is fun, right? It's fun, but you can see that, okay, growing up, a lot of us, I think we are almost the same age range. And when I grew up, I don't know of the rest, maybe Nepo babies, but for me, they didn't get me phones till I eventually graduated from secondary school, and that was the rule. And reason being that, okay, maybe I don't want you to get spoiled. There are a lot of things on social media, you are too small. Right now, we have children on social media, and the rate at which negative things are being posted on social media, you can just open your phone right now, and then the next thing coming to your phone is pornography. A child can be with a phone and such kind of thing just come up. Is a child, it just opens it, and then from there, that's why we don't even know where all this generation, they are getting spoiled. We don't know where it's coming from. It is because what I'm trying to say right now is where you focus your, should I say, attention is for entertainment, right? For me, I'm not trying to justify anything it is, but for entertainment, I enjoy the social media so well. People are depressed, they need it. Yes, a lot of people are depressed. So when I feel like my friend now, I don't know how she's surviving, you get.
So what I want to say is that to every coin, there are two sides.
Yeah.
There is the good part of
bad.
social media, and there is the bad part of social media, and there is the very, very, very
Dark side.
bad part of social media. But then, so normally, the heart of man is wicked. Do you get? So that's why you see that growing up, because Abdoti said, growing up, nobody taught me how to steal meat. Things like stealing meat, stealing milk, Milo.
Evil tendencies that
you knew
comes
they were
natural.
bad. Do you get? You knew these things are bad, but you just had to do it. So there is a natural tendency.
I don't understand.
You just had to do it.
You just had
that you just had to
You
do
get
it.
it. Imagine at that point, you are standing in front of the pot of soup, probably your favorite soup, and then you're looking inside, and you know that in your mind, if I carry one, my mother will not know. You don't know she has counted before. So leaving it is going to make you feel like, let's not get into that already. But this one
I love me too.
See, if it comes to that, me, I don't used to steal it. I carry it with confidence. I'm that kind of child. When I carry the meat and you come into the kitchen, I will show you. This is what I'm eating.
If my mother beats you once.
Okay,
but this is
social
what I'm
media,
saying. Sorry, let me land. Now, the reason, because of how our hearts are positioned naturally, there is a very high tendency for us to use something to the negative end more than the positive end. I think the first social media was a mail app, Yahoo. Then you have a Yahoo account. I send you mail, check your email every week. Then Facebook came, from what I know. Then there was before to go there was the posh one. It was BBM.
That one was limited.
You see, I
If
can
you
relate.
BBM pin.
If you have BBM pin, then you're a
Big girl.
I think as at was it SS1? We also had like two guys in the whole of my school with BBM pin. Oh, if you see these guys, okay, I'll be like, by the end of the next time we are coming, you know, people bringing in contraband. They now even brought the Blackberries to. I'm like, and today is nowhere. But what I'm saying is, social media can be used as a good tool. I mean, I've seen people that have grown in certain skills. They did not pay a dime anywhere. The only thing they did was buy data, go on YouTube,
and
learn on YouTube.
I think I am one.
I can relate.
Do you get? You can go on Instagram, just see what somebody does. There's this guy that does some crazy video editing stuff using CapCut.
Yeah.
And some very short 30 seconds, 1 hour, 1 minute, 30 seconds post he does. And he has shown you something that normally you will not. So social media has the good side, has the bad side. But the painful thing is this generation, a bulk of the generation has used, especially in this part of the world, are using social media to the negative end more than the positive end. So instead of social media being an inspiration, it's a major distraction.
Okay, like Blessing said, I feel like you make it what, or rather, it is what
It becomes
you make
what
it to
you
be.
make it. Yeah.
For a lot of, there are some of us that are on the internet, and there are some things that we don't even know are this.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And like it's like you said, it's also an amplifier.
Mm.
There are some ideas you have, and you see a new dimension to it on social media. And I think social media, the side effect is when you don't know how to either discipline yourself or control yourself.
Thank you. Yeah.
And for some of, like me, I think I have been, we have been blessed to be in a generation, or to have been born in a generation where we got to experience life without it, and we are experiencing life with it. This Gen A, they will never know a life without social media.
No,
2000 Gen
And
Zs
now,
too.
No,
not 2000. Not
I've
2000.
seen some people document processes, right, of teaching their kids to stay away from it. Because now, once your child is crying, go on YouTube,
exactly, you
Baby
give
Shark,
them iPad,
and it's
Baby
gone.
Shark,
Coco
And
Melon.
from Baby
Like,
Shark,
I know
they
all
go
the songs
to
on.
they go to Coco Melon, PJ Masks, and before you know, they're addicted to cartoon.
Yes.
But this one I saw, the day the parent took the phone from the child. Imagine your own child sitting on the staircase and looking at you and pointing to you and saying, "I hate you."
Because
I could feel.
Yeah.
Do you get? But this is, I think, about 8 weeks into that, and the child is doing so well without access to these things. So it's something that can happen. When I got admission first, of course I had my element. So instead of letting me go to school with a phone, they seized my phone. So I stayed the first year in school, I think throughout the first semester, without a phone. It looked like something that was hard. But when you cut out these things, right, it gives room for focus. Do you get? It gives room for a lot of focus. But then when you have these things too, and you learn how to streamline it, because I mean all those did you do maths courses? So you get, when you go for maths courses like this, it's like they are speaking gibberish. So you don't really know what happens. But what I learned, that was where I learned that okay, this thing is on YouTube. So for every class we had in maths department, I go back, I literally learned the first and easiest ways of calculus using YouTube. So social media has good aspects and there are bad aspects. I see the bad aspects. The way they are introduced. Oh, you don't have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, before let's even talk about the bad idea. I will not want to bring the full story here, but it has happened to me. Social media has done me more harm than good, just in short while. And that is because I didn't tell you guys, but I was scammed of a big money through social media. So I'm not standing for the fact that social media is a bad influence completely, but there are certain people who are just there, and then they are using it for to just be misbehaving and all of that. And again, social media is good because we are fashion designers. There are certain styles we might not know how to cut, and customers will bring them to you. You will not say no. I remember a day I was seated and then I was watching a YouTube, and then I was telling Wendy, I said, Wendy, this thing I'm watching, I'm not understanding anything. I was watching style, but I got to understand because somebody was there to teach, and then the social media was available for me to learn.
Okay, so for me, we are all almost saying the same thing, right? But I also want to talk about the fact that in using it, like I've said, it is whatever you choose to make it for you. That is where the person that is using that tool comes in. It's just like the same thing with knife. Knife can be used in the kitchen to prepare delicious meal. You use it to prepare your veggies and everything. The same knife, people are using it for other things, right? So it's a question of the person using it, not really the question of the social media itself.
Exactly.
Because social media doesn't operate itself. It's humans that are behind the phones. It is humans that are behind the systems and everything that we use. And for me, I think one of the things is this generation right now, our current world, there is this short attention span that we have. And it's one of the negative sides, consciously or unconsciously, for every social media user. It takes a lot of you to be intentional. I could remember the first time I discovered I had that thing. you know how you're watching something and I'm just scrolling. It's not it. You just keep moving. And I love to read books. For me, one of the easiest way I love to read. And then having to be on social media, I just take a book. I just discovered for almost a month, I didn't open book to read. And every day I'm on my phone. So that particular period, I gave myself a challenge that I got a novel that I was going to finish it. For someone who could sit for, not to exaggerate, maybe 4-5 hours straight on a book in one space, as long as I have water. No. And it was so bad. I could barely finish a chapter like 30 minutes without the temptation of wanting to pick my phone to check something. And it's not me. I don't post anything bad on social media. I'm not easily influenced by what I see my peers do. Do you get? Most time I use social media to learn. There are certain people I follow, maybe because of what I'm interested in and what they do. I watch them, I see them. It sort of inspires me that this is actually possible. But unconsciously, because I've been using it and I've not been conscious of disciplining myself, I discovered I had that. I started showing signs of short attention. I could see myself sitting, I want to sew clothes, and then before you know, I'm tired. I want to just carry my phone. So that temptation is there. And for me, that is where I'll come in from. That discipline. That as a person you're going to be using, irrespective of whatever you're going to use it for. Sometimes I know people who are making millions of naira, not because they have a physical store or they have an office. It is their phone that is their office. Some people is their system. Yes, it connects. I can be here and you're making clothes for somebody who is in
outside
Europe,
the country.
You know, it is very possible. That is how small the world has become. That you can connect. I recently, so there was a course I got to enroll in, and we have this channel on WhatsApp rather, that you can connect for. So I got to meet a friend who is currently, he's not based in Nigeria. And over time, just because of that course, we've kept in touch. We used Slack, and we had this community. Beyond that, we had the WhatsApp. So we just sort of kept exchanging contact. That today, if I find myself in that country, I've never been there, but I have a contact of somebody. If today I need something, and that is an advantage of social media. But I am saying that as you use it, that discipline needs to be there. This thing, that's the thing with habits. You can subtly pick it up without without knowing.
I think part of it is you need to know yourself.
Yes.
There are people that don't have TikTok. Like you said,
that's short. So for me now, I know I can't deal with X at this point. I don't have an X account. Yes, maybe because as a business owner, over time, I may want to put myself out there. But I had to also learn. So this was my first encounter. Let me just put it why I had to say that the influence of social media can become unconscious. And this is why guidance from parents or mentors or older siblings is also necessary. So I remember while I was still in school and the whole to-go thing, the first time we went back, I was in a boarding school. And I had my parents were disciplinarian, so you don't even have phone. I didn't have phone until when I got admission to university. That was the first time I started using phone. But we came back from one holiday one time like that, and my classmates in school, everybody, I was just hearing different nicknames. This person is being called. I don't know where he was coming from. It was until I met someone and I asked him, where is this name? Like, what is this? I started hearing, which level are you? Are you a master? Are you an
expert?
That was to go. So I was tempted. I went home. The next holiday we went to, because I wanted to belong and know what is going on. I took one of my older brother's phone, created an account with his phone number, created a nickname for myself, and that's how I started doing too.
Please, can we know the nickname?
No, I'm not gonna say.
Are you sure it's not Zosa?
No, Zosa is the name of the brand.
I think it's Bleble actually.
Can you imagine? No, I'm not going to say it. So I started doing the to-go and everything. I went back to school, and the first test I was supposed to do for that time was a chemistry test. After everything, they shared scripts. My teacher didn't give me mine. He called me to his office, and I was thinking, okay, I was part of the top students in my class. Maybe it's either I failed and he didn't want to give me, or maybe something I've just, it was so unusual that he would share the script back and I didn't get mine. And he took me to his office and he gave me my script that I should go through it. I couldn't tell what was wrong. He didn't want to point out this is what the issue. He wanted me to possibly see it and see what was.
Short forms.
My dear, I imagine writing a chemistry exam, it was abbreviations. And that was because at the time I started using to go, I didn't know how to. I got lost in that euphoria of, oh, I'm on social media, I'm connecting to this person. And then everybody, instead of writing you as YOU, I'm using just letter U. You want, so that abbreviation, writing between, and I'm writing BTW. And I wrote it in an exam. I was abbreviating. It took my teacher, Mr. Innocent Omar. He called me. That's why there's certain things. That's why I was talking about the effect of having guardian with children having to use certain things. It's not that thing is wrong, but they need to learn how to use it rightly. It was when he called my attention to it, I took note of it. And going back home, I had older siblings who, on during holidays, you would write letter. My siblings taught me to write formal and informal letter. So we would write letter to ourselves and all of that. And I wrote letter and I was abbreviating. I remember my brother. God, I can never forget that meeting. So that was the beginning and the end of my using short forms. Today, I've seen people write application letter and they are using abbreviations. I've seen people send official emails and they are using abbreviations.
Let's not even go far. I did it with my boss.
This is some of the things that unconsciously, it is good, right? But there are still subtle ways it has affected us. That if you are not mindful and if you don't, and as I'm saying, as a parent, you cannot just leave your child to do anything they want. There is a sense of, there is a place of censoring what they are doing and monitoring. Call it whatever you. Sometimes we used to say our parents, they are monitoring spirit. Please, if you have to be a monitoring spirit to ensure your child gets it right, please by all means do, because it has become a norm. Right now, I see people who chat me and then you're writing SUP like XUP, and in my head I'm like, I cannot understand it. Like it doesn't make sense. Or you want to write how are you? You now write HW and then you, how you. Like, how does it make sense? The worst of it is those that write there's a new letter they write good as GOOD. I've seen somebody write it as GWUD. I'm like, it's still 4 letters for crying out loud. What is it? So for me, I cannot relate to certain things. It's because of the influence I had early. I had people who monitored me and were mindful of the fact that I learned certain things early. So now I use social media for what I want to use it for. To a large extent, I have been able to control the negative impact it leaves behind. So that intentionality really, as much as it can be good and it can be bad, there is the factor of the person who is using it. We've seen our generation who sometimes you go on Instagram and because you are seeing your mates on flashy cars, snapping pictures in different hotels today, and then you are pressure, you put yourself under unnecessary pressure. These are some of the influences that social media has created in our time. Some people cannot go and see that there are people who are making millions of naira by what they are creating. You will not be influenced by that.
So what I want to say is, you see that thing called discipline? It's discipline is not once it's not earned, it's built. And with the generation we have today, where before a child gets to 11, 12, my younger sister has a tab. It's actually my mom's tab, but since she likes to do a lot of assignments and she has stuck to her own end of the deal, she has always hit first. She has always, for as far back as I can, I think it's just once she hit third, but she has always hit first. As far as she hits first and she comes to the activities for assignment, they give her. So she knows how to be fast with it, and besides being fast with it, she has the time to do her assignment and the time to stream her videos. So she's a big TikTok fan. Yeah. But then there is one thing I would say: for every app that does not have a parental guidance function that is strong, I don't think it should be allowed. Because you see that PG thing. Now there's this, when I got to 14, 15, that's when a couple of my guys could go out and stroll, do that. till today, if I'm home, you're not home by 7, you're not home by 6, my mother is calling you. Where are you? And it's not like she calls and she says, Terence. She starts with my tribal name. That's when I know, okay, this is
There's
serious.
problem.
So if I'm going to stay out, I have to reach out.
Yeah.
So then, as at that time, imagine the mindset we had of I'm grown already, I should be allowed to do certain things. And that thing is gradually declining.
Yeah.
It's not even gradually declining, it is rapidly
With this
declining.
gentle parenting.
Like it's
Do you get
good, right?
it's-
The essence of the gentle parenting is to take away some of the excesses our parents had.
Yeah.
It's not to take away the place of discipline.
Yes, that discipline.
Scripture that
is-
said, what's that?
Spread the
Spread
rod,
the
spoil the
rod and
child.
spoil the child.
There was a reason. You can be gentle. Is like my parents were disciplined to a large extent. I can say they were also gentle. My daddy will not carry cane and start flogging for everything you would do. There was a place to sit and talk. Then that was how I learned to be independent very early, and I learned to really air out my opinion because I had parents who encouraged that. You could sit, if my daddy wants to take a decision, you could sit with him and share, oh daddy, this is why I want to do this, and he will tell you, oh, this is what I think and this is what you think, and he will still tell you it's your life, the final decision rests on you. He's there to act as a guide. He counsels you and allows you to make your decision. And no matter what you do, my dad will always say you can always come home.
Yeah.
Do you get? And that is for me what parenting, and that's what most of our generation, and we are beginning to learn. Growing up, it takes a community to train a child.
Yeah.
You could do something, your father will not beat you, your next door neighbor
That will beat you.
that will hold
In
your
fact,
ear and
it's
drag
even
you.
better for your parents to beat you than another person beating you and telling your parents
Double.
no, that's
Okay. So in conclusion, social media impacts, is it a bad influence or is it a good influence? Just in 1 second.
For me,
as
it
we
is what
conclude.
social media. It is whatever you choose to make it.
Mr. Terere. Okay.
Okay. So for me, social media is good in that a lot of information is available to us via social media. But then for you to know the good parts of social media, you need to be disciplined enough to decide to stay and focus on the good parts of social media. So to harness or to fully use the good aspect of social media, it requires discipline. But outside that, on the generation right now, I think social media has more of a negative toll than a positive effect.
Like person has said, for me, social media has been good for me. I will not say I have not experienced the negative aspect of it or try to say it is 100% good. But if we're talking about this generation where they don't have a life outside social media then it's bad.
Yeah.
But for me that have learned to use social media, I started using social media early. So you guys were talking about starting using phone after secondary school. I got my first phone when I was 8 years old.
Wow.
Exactly. I was
Nepo baby.
I'm not a Nepo baby, but I just felt okay. My dad didn't. How do I put it? Like, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm not hyped about certain things, because whatever my dad could provide for me to make me comfortable and not feel left out or to want something outside
what he can do.
He can. And when I know that my parents cannot afford certain things, I don't make trouble about it. I'm a very content human being. And social media for me, I've learned to filter my feed. Once I see that I don't like certain
block.
exactly, I block, I delete, I unfollow, I refollow. So I don't use social media for, like Blessing said, it is what you make it to be. And maybe one of the reasons I'll see mostly the positive aspects is because I've seen exactly it has helped me. It has helped. I've seen people that have. I know somebody that I went to school with. He was a dancer. Now he's an actor. I'm sure eventually you guys will. Maybe after I will mention his name, but he's now a very popular. And this was someone that was just posting dance videos online, and now he's in Nollywood. He's one of the I don't want to say upcoming because he's already somewhere. And eventually we also want to get there where we can get paid, receive free packages,
influencing things.
Exactly.
Okay, as we conclude, social media is not bad on its own. it depends on the reason why you are using social media. Are you using it for educational purpose? Are you using it for entertainment? Are you using it for information, for connectivity? Or are you just there because a lot of people are on social media? And just like my colleagues have said, social media is what we want it to be for you. And while using the social media in this our present age, you need discipline to keep up with a lot of things. And thank you very much for joining us in today's program. Thank you very much to my colleagues. And thank you, audience. See you again in our next program.
Bye.
This is Deep Dives. Bye.